last time we were together, you guys were kidnapped by three mysterious figures in hoods, two of which showed themselves to you. One being a really buff gnome, like a real hulked out gnome, and then the other one being a super smart elf with a bean-shaped head. Their handlers never revealed themselves and was trying to get you to side with them to put a virus into the programming of your dad and the Professor Belvedere's equipment so they can get further knowledge into the technology they say they've missed in the last time. And you guys know that they must have missed the visual patch updates because they're in their little VR world they put you in looked real old. Once you guys defeated them and took yourselves out of the weird VR world, you woke up to find yourselves in a van with 6 of those little very physically connected adapters into a VR world with a dead gnome that looks like the gnome that was in the world with you, and then 2 empty helmets. You guys got out of the van, but by the time you called people and turned around, the van was driving off.
We didn't think to get plates either.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Eat it with your hands.
Yeah.
And that's where we left off. I think it was Emily and your dad. He's not a doctor, he's just Mr. Saunders came out, and Mr. Saunders was pretty much like, we thought you skipped the pizza party because we thought it wasn't cool enough for you, Inertia.
And that was just like, actually, a man was murdered, Dad, so stop making light of the situation.
What?
Oh my god. Did you not listen to a thing I said? A man was murdered.
Understand me.
You don't understand me.
Emily stands there and goes, not to make it sound like we don't believe you, but I don't see a dead body.
Look at this bloody zip drive.
At all.
See, I pulled this out of the guy. The zip drive. Look at it. It's covered in blood, and it's real blood, not fake blood. I know the difference.
Oh, we're just telling them, okay. Well.
Cooper, do you say that out loud?
Yeah, yep, and then I step behind, what's Davis's character's name?
Mac Mickelson.
Step behind
Michael Mickelson.
Oh, that's right.
Emily looks at Cooper kind of just like questioning, but then looks at Inertia, and says, "You're not wearing gloves."
Yeah, why would I be wearing gloves? God.
That's someone else's blood?
Yes.
Yeah, but don't worry, they took off in a car.
Didn't you get that? They took off in a but they were
2
dead?
other people took off in a car.
That's true. That's true.
Remember
the dead one wasn't driving.
Yeah, no, remember we got frozen there for a second? Well, you didn't, I don't believe.
No, I didn't. I was totally fine.
But you just let them get into the car, But they wanted us to upload this and steal your data and just all around. That's a puppy.
Look at his little
Look at how wet he is. Oh yeah. Oh god. Really full from eating.
See, in universe, as I was talking, I got a notification on my little device, and it was just a puppy picture. So I'm distracted.
Sorry, I just saw a puppy.
Going to distract.
What were we talking about?
Oh shit! A man is dead, or person.
Look at this puppy
Human?
dog.
elf, gnome. It was the gnome we killed, right?
No,
I mean,
we didn't kill.
kill.
We did not kill anyone.
You killed?
No, you can't fire us. We didn't kill him.
No one.
You can't prove it.
You can't. Even though we have the knife and a bloody zip drive, we did not kill them.
You can't prove that we killed them.
There's no body, no crime.
I stuck the dagger in like the my back pocket under my jacket.
Diggity dog, my daughter's murdered someone.
No, I haven't. Oh my god, Dad, do you not listen? Do you never understand me? Oh my
Don't you guys
God.
understand? No body, no crime.
I mean, there was a body, but it's gone now because the other people ran off with it. So
Emily claps twice to make you stop talking and go, okay.
That shit does not work on me.
Stop, please. Let's all go inside. Maybe we should call the police.
I don't think the police should be involved.
You said there's a virus on this
Yeah,
zip drive?
this dude threatened our lives and was like, we need you to upload this or we're going to kill you here or I'll make you by force or something like that. And we were in this really...
We love this company.
Yeah, no, this company's beautiful. And we were in this very bad, like, crude 2D VR and we had to fight some people. There's a really buff gnome. That's the dead one. And then, like, this really smart elf that was, like, way too smart. Don't know how we outsmarted him. Somehow
Honestly, I'm
we
pretty
did.
sure we just annoyed them.
Oh, that is our way of outsmarting.
Which is a superpower, because I chose to do that on purpose.
Hey, but you said there were... Oh, do you know what? Let's start heading...
They want our data.
She starts leading you inside. There's a little pizza party going on in your office. Everyone's there. The Dr. Truan's there. The professor is there. Oren is there. Mr. Bruce. And your dad and Emily. Your dad. Inertia's dad and Emily.
I mean, he's all of their dad. He's not even my dad.
They go when you guys come in. Oren, like, he has a thing of pizza and like a drink in his hand. And he goes, "Hey!" and the pizza like slides off his plate. And then Emily goes and just cleans up the pizza after him.
As I was reaching for a slice of pizza, she picks up the box.
The whole box.
Yeah. I was reaching to take a slice because I was excited for pizza, and she just lifts it up and cleans.
Oh. She's like, no, she's not cleaning.
Like, she didn't mean to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you were grabbing the piece off the ground, right?
Oh, I grabbed the ground piece.
Oh, Cooper, please, eat from the box. Oh, I'm so sorry.
I didn't want to waste this.
Let me put this. Do you want me to put the box on the ground so you can eat?
No, I can take it with my hands. Thanks.
Oh, I'll just put everything back besides this floor pizza. How about that? She goes and does that, and Oren's just being his loud boy self, and he's like, "Where have you been? The party's almost done. We've been in here for like an hour now. The pizza's getting cold."
Death. That's what we've done, is we've seen death.
We've witnessed a murder. Well, we didn't witness it. We saw the
aftermath.
Yeah, of a murder.
Of a murder. I closed my eyes.
He looks at Mr. Saunders, who just kind of goes like this. Then he looks at Emily.
The bright side, it was to try and get your data, so that means you're doing a good job, I guess.
Yeah, they want your data. They told us to upload this zip drive. Don't mind the blood.
It was only part of a murder weapon.
If you look at it not too close, it looks like ketchup.
He got pizza sauce all over it. He takes it. The pizza sauce and the blood kind of commingle, and it's like a virus. Then I should give this to Saunders or Belvedere. Emily behind him goes, "Or no one, it's covered in blood. Maybe that should go to us."
Oh, Emily.
Oren,
I agree with Emily.
Oren's like, "Whoa, okay, hold on. what happened? You're saying that you killed somebody with this zip drive?
No, okay.
No, we found them murdered, and the zip drive was part of the weapon that was used, most definitely.
Yeah, no, what happened was we were getting the pizza back, right? You obviously got the pizza, thank goodness. We got jumped, thrown into some crude VR that looked like 10 years ago
shit.
generation. Like, it was terrible.
Like, absolute garbage.
And then
you have nothing to worry about.
Like a former business partner of yours or competitor or something was like, hey, yeah, I do crazy science without any boundaries. I'm cool. Look at this roided up gnome and this super genius elf. And they had like wires and all this stuff. We had to fight them in the VR. Somehow Inertia annoyed the crap out of them so much that I think she broke the tech. I'm guessing what happened.
Convinced them not to do things because they're bad.
Same difference.
Good.
And then we got out. No one was in the van except for a murdered gnome. We stepped out of the car for a second, and then they hopped back in and drove away. And
they were murdered with the zip drive.
Yeah, and they said that
with a knife.
They said that the zip drive. They wanted us to put it in our systems to steal everything.
To steal.
I guess they could have been murdered with a knife and then they stuck the zip drive in the wound.
Yeah, that could have happened. Somebody could have done that.
Yeah, definitely. Someone definitely could have done that. I definitely didn't take a knife.
And then stick the zip drive.
Stick the zip drive.
I'm gonna
definitely not something I did.
Oren did get an 18.
Wait,
goes, well,
can I do deception?
Okay.
Are you trying to just deceive them that you didn't stick the zip drive in?
I got an 11.
Okay, so Oren goes. All Oren was gonna say was that a zip drive is pretty blunt. If it was going to like kill somebody, you would have to like pretty much punch the skull in.
Did we not say that they had a roided out gnome? I mean, the roided out gnome was the one that was dead, but like maybe they had enough strength. Maybe they had another one that we didn't see.
I want to say that Cooper did not know. This happened. She had her eyes closed as soon as they saw a body. So she just said that.
Emily comes and pats you on the shoulder. Almost pats you on the head, but then goes to pat you on the shoulder and goes like, "That's probably the best thing that could have happened, honestly. Everything I've heard, that's the best part I've heard so far." So Oren stops for a second and goes, "I've never had a business partner. I'm actually a nepotism baby, so."
Of course you are.
At least you admit it.
And I don't think my parents are trying to take over my company because my parents own shares in the company. So what would be the point? And there are like gears turning in his head, but the likelihood of it going anywhere is small. Do you want Oren kind of stopped you like in the doorway. The other ones, Bruce, Truett, and Belvedere, are in the room. Would you like to go talk to any of them specifically?
What did Belvedere do again? Is that tech development?
He's the one that actually made the programming. Your dad is in control of like the visual IT. In the integration, but the actual like VR work and stuff is
coding.
Okay,
yeah.
I would like to take the zip drive back, just kind of snatch it out with all the pizza grease, and then we'll go talk to Belvedere because that seems like the right person to talk to.
Okay, it's covered in pizza sauce and blood. Your hands are covered in pizza sauce and blood. Honestly, at this point, it would be like a 50-50 shot if it even worked in a computer. How dirty it is, but it's, you know what, it's probably magic, so it'll probably be fine. I'm just saying. Exactly. Just by outsider's perspective. You guys marched right up to Belvedere, who is talking with the others. You guys have seen Belvedere before. What did I say he was? I think I said he was an elf.
don't remember.
Oh, let me look at my notes. I definitely have it somewhere.
I don't.
No, I think he's just a human guy.
Okay.
He has like short silver hair. He's kind of older, but still has like he's kind of like a pale, and he doesn't look as old as he is.
Yeah.
He has bright blue eyes, and he kind of, you can tell he thinks he's a bit, he's like a quiet, but he kind of has a resting bitch face. Like, you've never seen his face. You've never seen him look happy. He always just kind of looks a bit of a curmudgeon.
Does he like nicknames, or does he make everyone call him by his long name?
He would rather people call him Professor or Belvedere.
Got it.
Or he's like, you can call me both, but if you want to shorten it into 3 syllables instead of 6, you can pick one of them.
So no Mr. Bell.
Hey,
No.
Belly, what's up?
Bells.
Granted, Dr. Truant also, she is a doctor and would like people to call her by her honorific as doctor.
Oh, I definitely do for her, but not for him.
Okay.
Equality.
You go up. Are you sticking the zip drive in his face?
Oh,
Mac?
no. I'll approach and be like, oh, are you busy?
And I take the zip drive in Mac's hand and grab Mac's hand and just lift Mac's hand up and be like, this is important. You need to deal with it.
He goes does the turtleneck thing where he just kind of backs his head up. It looks disgusting. And he's like,
I go, it is disgusting.
yes, shouldn't you be giving this to your father? Looks like tech.
Already tried.
You're the
Maybe this would be low enough that he.
Already
Oh,
tried.
yes, I am.
Did you just offhandedly insult my father?
I thought he wasn't
I
your
don't know.
father.
Shut up, Cooper. Oh my god.
The man you share DNA with.
This man just insulted my own father. How dare you? Only I'm allowed to do that.
I don't know if I insulted him. I don't remember what I said.
That's fair. So yeah,
It's
no.
not like you. Anyways, why are you showing me this? It's a really gross USB.
Well, it's a really funny story.
There's a horrible virus on it, so maybe if you look at it, you can learn something.
Yeah. Don't actually don't plug it in.
Plug it into anything that you care about. Probably.
I wouldn't put a virus anywhere near any of these computers in this building. Why would you even bring it in here?
Good to know. Good
Then you don't
question.
know
So, and then I'll explain the whole story
Okay.
because I'm not explaining it for a third time.
You explain it to him, and everyone give me a perception check.
My god, was he in on it?
13.
17. Oh my god, he was in on it, wasn't he?
We should be just doing this, I guess, and not handing it to strangers.
Or was it both 17 and 8?
17 and an 8.
I had the 8.
Okay. He does make a face, but it looks inertia. It looks more like embarrassment than it does like you caught me. It more looks like a disgusting kind of I don't know, embarrassment's the best word. He rolls his eyes and goes, "You said they were business partners?"
Business partners or something like that.
Yeah, business
Something
partners.
with business.
Well, before I brought this tech to Orin, I did work with 2 other people on the idea of biotech.
So you're the one who stole it. I mean, not really stole, because it's intellectual property, and can that really be stolen? But
you just said their programs look like shit. They stole from me.
Or did you take theirs and make it better?
You just said they wanted to have my data to increase their programming. They're the ones trying to.
But maybe you just had more money.
Don't offend this guy, Inertia.
It is my job to offend literally every single human being.
Actually, your job is PR.
Person. No, that is not. That is the opposite of my job.
You're horrible for it.
While you guys are bickering, he's talking about how he had 2 other people he started some ideas with, that he actually didn't continue the partnership with, and he chose instead to continue partnership with your dad, and then got grants and like money backing from Orin. Deacon, you smell like pee. Deacon.
Oh
no. Gross.
That's why you're so cuddly right now.
Not like your brother.
He goes, we never passed, we barely passed prototyping with a, like, Neuralink. We barely got there, let alone I share anything else or show them what kind of graphics I was looking for for the VR tech. And both of them were looking more for, how you say, they were looking to create a new race of humans. While I'm looking more for enhancements with this current generation of humans. Why should we look that far into the future when we're only alive for 100-ish years?
Fair point.
I'm on your side.
I'm really honestly against all of you.
So, I worked with 2 people. One, his name was Ferris. He was kind of like, I didn't really think he was that into it, honestly. He looked like he was more into it for the person he was working with. Her name, hold on, sorry. I have many pages. He was working with a woman named Tarek, who she was the initial one to have the ideas for her side of her like Neuralink program. He was like her assistant. But
did he wear a lot of hoods?
Yeah, like, was he like super mysterious and kind of like talked like, you know?
Yeah.
Did he
wear like a lot of hoods and was like super just like in the shadows?
Kind of edgy.
Edgy, yes. Oh my god, you got the word.
Thank you.
Maybe misunderstood.
I mean,
no,
a lot of
I misunderstood. He's edgy.
Oh, my bad.
A lot of us in this field are misunderstood. Not a lot of biotech, especially biomedical tech, is not very isn't looked upon in great light yet. They think we're turning humans into robots.
You kind of are, aren't you?
Currently, I'm only trying to enhance the quality of human life.
A noble pursuit.
Currently is, I think, the key word.
Well,
you're a genius.
Oh, thank you.
Cooper, don't your family Doesn't your family hate all this stuff?
Yeah, I'm just really pro technology, personally.
Interesting.
I would love to see humans become robots.
Oh. See, I wouldn't want
Can I do an insight check on
I
Cooper?
never knew her ever again.
Is Cooper the actual BBEG?
That I could have lights in my eyes and I wouldn't need a lantern.
Oh my god. Wow, Cooper,
Think about
you
how
really,
much you could save on oil.
You've gone a full circle here, buddy.
See, I'm not trying to. Cooper, has your life been hard until you think about how much nicer it would be and how much time you would save if you did have lanterns for eyes, even though that is not what I'm currently working.
That's my dream. I'd like to make that happen, and I'll just do whatever I can for this company to help.
That's why I'm working my way to the top.
So I'm working my way up the ladder, working my way to the top. Got an eye for management.
I mean,
don't fight your brother. Sorry. Stop it. They're literally fighting on my lap right now.
Monsters.
Where did Willow? Willow's hiding. I don't even know where she went. Anyways, what Tarek wanted to do was literally change the neuron, like, you know how brains are kind of like computer chips and they have certain linkages, because I can't personally think of the tech right now because I, as me as Kobe is dumb. They wanted to change which switches and which parts linked and put, like, so say if they wanted to create super soldiers by putting less of it on development of language and more into the muscles and how the muscles function. And they would want somebody who worked in tech. They would sever neurons that connected to muscle mass in, say, the abs and the legs, and put it more towards dexterity for the fingers, and literally changing which neurons are connected to what functions of the body. You say you want someone super tall, you just put a lot more neurons into the pituitary glands, and then you get growth hormones for the rest of their life, and they could be 8 feet tall.
I'd love to be tall.
Tall dwarf. I mean, there are quite problems with that. If your pituitary gland went like that, you'd probably be dead by 30. So,
but you'd live a tall life.
Like, if you turn off your language process, like, do you see how dumb her ideas were? They're literally like, you're creating a different species altogether. And I don't think you can do that with a single brain. You would have to create a whole brain that's specific for it. You can't just, and not to speak of the ethics of the problem, while sometimes ethics do get in the way of progress, those were a bit too ethically diverse for companies.
Well, so did their tech have a lot of wires coming out of the head?
I mean, when I started my VR, there was a ton of wires coming out of my head. I had this whole, he has like a, he kind of has this weird comb over. It's not his fault. It looks like he has like a full head of hair, but he can, like, when he pushes it like this, one whole side is like completely wiped out. And he has quite a bit of wiring on one side of his head. That looks pretty crude. There's quite a bit of scars and quite a bit of like metal, like very badly put in metal plating on his skin. And wires and stuff. Oh, Deacon, you're gonna fall. Deacon. But it looks somewhat similar to what the other people had within the program. that you guys are in. He's like, most all neural links start like this. We put literal electrodes into our brain through these plates. If you pulled this out of my head, it'd look like a spike trap because it's touching certain parts of my brain. If I tap it too hard, sometimes I do weird things.
I kind of want to see that.
And Irsha reaches out to tap it.
He grabs you, and he's holding on way too hard. He's like, "Don't touch me." And
valid point.
But he's like, it could be either of them. They fought quite often, even though they were partners. But I didn't know they were continuing their focus on the program. I thought they gave up because I was the only one to actually get some type of backing, because I actually thought of this ethically.
Yeah, they didn't really seem to have much ethics.
Yeah, they killed a guy, so like.
Yeah, that's not the most ethics.
Yeah.
That's a little unethical, if you ask me.
Yes, that is unethical. I will say, I'm not saying this to make them in a good light. The animals we tried with Neuralinks before we started on humans, some of them did die. And their Neuralinks seem sometimes working, and it seems they probably killed the person after. Like, I don't think. So this is what happens. It sounds like you guys got into a fight in the Neuralink program. This is what happens if you die in the Neuralink program. If your avatar dies, you become unconscious in the real world. It's kind of like you got knocked out. I highly doubt it would actually kill you.
No.
Wait, that could have happened to us all the times we went into the VR world and had to fight things? We could have straight up just died, and we were not told this?
No, you would have been knocked out. You would not die.
Very different.
That's very different. But have you ever seen boxers get knocked out? They don't die.
Well,
some of them die. Some of them absolutely die.
Oh,
bad example, but understandable.
Anyways, itself knocks you out. We haven't actually. I've not built this program to fight in. The point of the VR, pretty much the second city of life in your mind, is not to fight. It's so you can have just a lot more control over your own body and your quality of life. It has nothing to do with fighting.
You do realize it's going to get used for fighting, right?
Absolutely going to get used for fighting.
Like, it is going to be the #1 fighting game once this is fully released.
Absolutely.
I think it's a great idea.
Wait, you like the fighting, or you like that I didn't think of the fighting?
I like technology. I'm proud of you.
I'm pretty sure Cooper is just saying this because she really wants to move up in the job world. I don't think they actually really care about technology at all. That's just the vibe I'm getting, but I'm like,
Cooper's a yes man.
Cooper's just really supportive, which I'm supportive of Cooper's supportiveness, but it's a little excessive.
You can't move up if people hate you because you're negative.
What? Me negative? Never. God.
No, not you.
Do you even know me, Cooper?
Do you even know me, Pete?
Do you even know me, Peter? Oh my god.
Who's Peter?
This is what I get for actually not being able to remember anyone's names ever.
Even though you literally said it 5 seconds ago. You started off with Cooper is such a, and then you ended with Peter.
Even better.
Anyway,
I like the idea that a nurse calls Cooper something different every time. She can't
that's what they do with Mitchell over here.
Anyways, Natalia, if we're gonna call each other by different names, says that when he's looking at him. He says, I can take this technology if you'd like. I won't I won't use it, of course. It's gonna destroy my whole programming. Nothing is probably compatible. You can't like, oh, Davis, what is it called when you can you can play a PS2 game on a PS3?
Like a backwards compatibility.
Yeah, the backwards compatibility of my programming is probably far more complex than anything anyone could ever make without, the correct support and tech people, especially if that person's working alone.
Potentially alone.
Well, I mean, technically they had a hyper intelligent elf and a buff gnome with them, so I guess they're probably technically not working alone, but I mean,
we
guess.
also don't know if they're really the big bad. I mean, what you're telling is true. I don't know.
What if you're the big bad?
We could be the grunt. That's true. Hard to tell.
What do you mean the big bad?
There's always someone who's behind the evil doings.
Yeah, like sitting in
like
the shadows,
big bad.
tapping their fingers kind of like this, maybe petting a cat.
Petting a cat.
Yeah, it's classic.
They turn around in a chair
haven't you
and they're
watched
always wearing a suit.
any media, like
It's
any
your-
shows?
Your generation spends too much time in their fantasy worlds, it
Well,
seems.
yeah, but
You're literally creating a fantasy world for us to enjoy. You can't be mad that people are using a product that you're creating.
I'm creating the next internet. You're talking about a big bad who's what? Gonna make a big ogre appear and try to stomp people?
Yeah.
Well,
obviously.
okay, so first off, we don't know if this USB is recording and sending a signal, so you might have just gave him a great idea.
Yeah,
so
thanks
you should
for
be,
that.
You should be careful here.
Terrifying.
Back door and ogre engine. Okay. First of all, you know how technology works. If there was like a Willow, if there was
Hello.
if there was like a microphone in here, he completely takes the body of the handle of the USB apart. He flips it back and forth. He's like, see, there's no microphone. You think someone would be smart enough to be putting like microphones and cameras in a USB like this? If I was trying to do something like that, I'd put it into like a screw at someone's desk. There's no point to be doing it USB.
I might need to go check my desk.
Yeah, writes down note. Remember to check desk for Mike.
Anyways, maybe I should create some type of security system for this, for my programming. Because it's
using.
Hold up, you didn't have a security system?
You didn't already have that?
It sounds like you don't have any plates in your head, children. They were able to access your neurolinks that we put in your head.
That's
Which
fair.
means they already broke your program. Congrats.
They integrated an older system into a newer one, but I don't know if I can backwards
reverse integrate it
into theirs without taking a lot of code out. Do you know how hard it is to make stuff compatible that way?
Yes.
Not a clue.
I mean, I'm assuming it's like really easy.
But don't you just turn it around?
Don't you just turn it around? Like, it can't be that hard. Because it was already made once before. Like, you made it better, just make it worse.
Your father is such
Just do it bad. Just do your job bad. That's all it takes.
It's probably a good thing she didn't hear that comment.
Yep.
Anyways, I should put security into how people can get in, is what I'm saying. I think that'll be something Mr. Saunders will be working on in the next few days. I don't know how complex it should be, but that might be something we should think of later. For right now, I can tell you something about Ferris and Tarek. I didn't realize their names rhymed until now, and that's upsetting to me.
Well, I hope they got married, because then it'd be hilarious.
They
Then
hated
it'd cry. Wait, but didn't you say he liked her?
They worked as partners, but they hated each other.
Oh, I mistook what you said. What you meant by partner?
See, this is what happens when everybody just ships everybody with each other. Your generation inertia is just out
Like,
there.
because I'm progressive and use the word partner instead of boyfriend or girlfriend? Like, what?
What makes it worse is the first. I remember in the story you just told me, Mr. Mickle Mac.
Close enough.
Mr. Mickelmack.
Mickle.
Yeah.
Micklemore?
I love his name is Mickle.
Sorry. I was
Nice
trying to
work, Micklemack.
I love
Michael
it.
Mackelson, Michael.
Mac at the same time, and it came out as a Mickle Mac.
I love
great.
it.
Like Nickelback.
Anyway,
Nickelback.
When you were telling your story, you said that you guys thought that this was one of Oren's lovers. Now, first of all, I don't know if you've looked at Oren before, but he's the most cis hetero man I've ever met.
He's never
There's
had
no
a
way-
lover.
He would never have had. Well, he would never had a male lover. If you say this person's a male, then he would never dated this man.
I mean, I don't know if this person was a male or a female. They had a hood on. Like, you can hide a lot in a cloak. That's all I'm saying.
Anyways, Oren has been engaged for quite a 2 years now.
Wait, he's been engaged for 2 years and hasn't got married? What a fucking loser.
Long time. What you waiting for?
He's dated this woman for 9 years.
Oh man, real slow then I see.
Wow.
Well, he
Not
supposedly
middle type.
wants to finish her PhD before getting married. And you know how
Well, weddings are stressful.
they were high school sweethearts. It doesn't really matter. Anyways,
Wow.
World building.
if I put this into if we wipe a computer and I put this into and I wipe off its access to the Wi-Fi and Bluetooth around the company, if I plug this in, maybe you guys can see what would happen inside of it. I could even link you guys in there. That might be dangerous.
I don't like that one.
You literally just said that we could fall unconscious and die.
No, just
And now
fall
you wanna send us in
unconscious.
there? No, they literally said we could die. They literally said that. Those were their words
No,
that
they
came out
said
of their
that
mouth.
that
Does it come with a
almost
promotion?
never happens.
No, I said if you die if your character is killed in the program, your body becomes unconscious for a second.
I'm okay with dying if there's a promotion.
You will wake up in your body. It usually the reboot takes about a minute for you to come back into your actual consciousness. Anyways, you guys are missing the point. I don't care. We aren't talking about the unconsciousness thing.
I've never missed a point in my whole life. Oh my god. How dare you?
I'm just trying to climb the ladder. Whatever will get me a promotion, I'll do it.
Mr. Mickelson, I can speak to.
I figured.
How does any NPC not just immediately turn to murder?
He's full of hate.
Come here, Willa. Come here. What are you complaining about?
I mean, if we need to take a look at it, I guess.
We can wait. Oren had this pizza party planned, and by God, if we don't eat this pizza and leave right after, I might murder someone. So we'll worry about it later.
Yep, we'll worry about it. I'll keep these two away from you for the rest of the party. You enjoy the pizza.
Well, here's my thing.
Stand right next to you.
Would you rather have security in my program or go into the virus first? What do you want to look at first?
I feel like having security in yours first might help.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit.
Which one will give me a promotion?
Oh my god, Cooper. You are so desperate.
Yes.
You
You gotta be more subtle.
Yeah.
God.
you gotta act like you don't want a promotion.
I'm gonna tell you
Raise.
from an intellectual that fell into administration. But you're talking to the wrong person about this kind of stuff.
Oh, well then why would I do anything for you if there's no promotion?
Because this company goes down the drain if I don't make this work correctly.
Ew, wouldn't
There's
want
no
that.
promotions
Yep.
available.
And that means you
Yeah.
can't have lamps for eyes.
I want lantern eyes. Not lamps, I don't have electricity. It has to be lantern.
You're right, my bad. Lanterns for eyes.
Okay, now here's the problem with lanterns for eyes. Lanterns, specifically,
You're gonna get it.
they're oil-based. If I put oil in your eyes, I could put, like, LEDs near eyes could be something I could do. I'm not putting oil by people's eyes.
Oh, well, I guess whatever works.
Listen,
You know, in certain countries, they call flashlights lanterns, and those are run by batteries, so it's probably fine.
I just want to be able to see.
are you blind?
No,
I
I
thought
don't have electricity. Oh, it's dark at night time.
we did.
Scared of the
Okay.
dark.
It's a long story.
Listen, I'm gonna finish this pizza and leave. Tomorrow, me and your father are gonna start working on security. Once we get that alpha into your systems, then we'll look at this virus problem, okay?
Sounds good to me.
I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay,
Maybe
fine.
next time, tomorrow, you should look up my old partners and see what you can find. I'm sure there's something on the internet. Everyone Googles these days.
Oh, I already looked them up. Like, I already found their Instagrams.
Oh man.
I highly doubt that. I know you're such a big old pathological liar. Your father's told me.
How dare he? What a fucking bitch.
He already walked. He walked away.
Oh my god. Did you guys hear that? Me, a liar? Freaking ridiculous.
Yeah, really ridiculous.
I mean, who would believe that? Like, idiots, obviously. Cooper, put your freaking hand down.
Okay, anyway. Is there anyone else you would like to talk to?
For
Well,
fear
this
of what
is
we'll
here.
do with them, I say no.
I mean, do you want us to talk to anyone?
Should we subject anyone else to our
Our pain.
pain?
Do you? I'm gonna say Emily meets back up with you guys. Have you eaten the complimentary pizza and coffee drinks?
Yes, I have had a single slice of pizza.
I've had 10 cups of coffee.
She puts the coffee up higher. So
I was reaching for more and couldn't reach it.
And you're not gonna ask for help.
And I'm not gonna ask for help.
that's exactly. Emily like winks at Mac when she sees that Cooper's reaching, but looks around and just like dejectedly walks away.
A little twitch.
All right, you two. I did call the police. Because there's no evidence besides this USB that I saw Professor Belvedere take apart, which means it's been tampered with and there's no point to it anymore. They only really wanted a report, and I couldn't really tell them stuff since there was nothing there. So,
That's on you.
they're gonna do a sweep of our company's our land later. I guess they'll let us know in the morning if they find anything. You said it was a van, right?
Yes.
Sure. I don't
Like
know.
one of
I
those
was
creepy
inside
vans.
it.
I'm pretty sure it was white.
It was a creepy van. Okay. It was a white, creepy van. She
Or wait,
kind
was
of
it
sighed.
was it one of our company vans? I don't actually remember.
It honestly might have been. I would not be surprised
We do have those really
if somebody
creepy
that
ones.
worked here did it. We have so many creepy things in this company.
Well, we don't have creepy vans, but the government has a lot of, like, their governmental
It
vans.
might have been a
I know,
governmental van if I'm remembering something.
There's- Now, all of our vans are out there right now. Nothing looks out of place. Like, it doesn't look like one of our vans got stolen.
Okay, then maybe
But
they
like,
spray painted
what
it.
if they made a fake one of our vans and then took a real one?
What? Why wouldn't they just
Like they
use
made
the
a fake one and then they put the fake one in our parking lot and took a real one.
Just
Why
for
would they
now.
just? I guess if they want better, like a less
They
mileage on
wanted
their
to be more
car.
authentic and less.
Well, I guess I'll check the serial numbers on the cars.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Interesting.
Anyways, I don't know much that's gonna come of it. I doubt. We'll see if they find anything. But tomorrow, we'll regroup tomorrow. There's too much. Oren is making a giant mess, and I can't really balance all of this going on right now. So I need to start cleaning up. Unless you guys want to help me.
Pew.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I guess I could
What-
stick around a little bit.
Great. And aren't you Cooper's ride? So that means Cooper's gonna help too.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
have to help first.
It's,
Trisha, your ride because he's helping you as well.
Yeah, have fun with that. I'm gonna go sit over there.
Okay. Anyways, we will regroup tomorrow and then we'll work more on that. Hopefully it's not a problem. I heard you guys talking about security measures. That would be nice.
Mhm. And camera screws. So you might want to check all the screws on your desk.
Yeah, they're probably all cameras and mics.
All of them?
All of them. You should get rid of every single screw.
Please don't say that too loud.
Cooper, put the screwdriver down.
Okay.
Nobody talk about this any further until tomorrow, okay?
Sounds good. Hey, as far
I
as I'm
guess,
concerned, no body, no
whatever.
crime, nothing happened.
Everything happened, and I will forever remember this as the day I first saw death.
The day I saw death.
I hate to say this, but that would be a great album name.
No, and it's gonna feel
Hey,
so much of my writing from here on out.
Oh my god.
My band is gonna get so good whenever I come up with a name and find other people to join.
I'm gonna make a really dark diorama. Get my feelings out.
Feelings diorama?
How I process things.
How many dioramas do you have?
Oh, the barn's full of them. And then my father
barn?
burned them.
Your father burned that diorama?
They help keep us warm in the winter.
Dioramas? This sounds
Your
really toxic.
It's not a good situation. But it's what I have.
Emily slowly backed out of that conversation while you guys were finishing it because it got too uncomfortable.
Sounds right.
You guys helped clean up, and then everyone make an intelligence roll while you're logging out of your computers. Is there any last thing you want to do before leaving today?
I mean, other than check my desk for microphone screws.
Wash the blood off my hands and the pizza grease.
Okay, make an investigation roll, Inertia.
And I rolled
14.
a 14.
You don't see any screws that look like cameras, but how would you know if you've never seen one?
Yeah, I take all the screws out of my desk.
Okay, it's wobbling.
Yes, I can imagine it's not holding together well.
I'm gonna make a note of that. Inertia.
No screws in her desk.
Screws.
Yep.
Does that include the screws in your computer?
I thought about it, and we'll get back to you on that.
It needs those.
Okay. Alrighty. So everyone, give me a intelligence roll. The one I asked for before, inertia.
13.
18.
Where's intelligence?
Up at the top, next to Constitution.
7.
That sounds about right.
That sounds
That tracks.
Okay. When you guys all go to clock out on like your computers, there is your screen flashes black for a hot second. But Mac, you are the only one that noticed. Inertia and Cooper, you did not notice your computer did anything silly. Mac, give me a perception roll.
16.
What there's to log out of your thing, to log out from work, you have to go like onto an internet portal, like a Chronos or something. Your internet browser is downloading something.
I will unplug my computer.
Oh, okay, you can unplug the whole computer.
Yep.
Did you log out did you punch out?
Nope, I'm just gonna unplug my computer.
Okay. Okay, you punch out. Or you unplug your computer. You two, you guys didn't notice the flickering. I guess give me a perception check with disadvantage to see if you notice something's being downloaded.
12.
Also 12.
It's a lot of 12s rolled there.
You do not notice. You,
Do we notice Mac unplug his?
A 12 is so middling. You don't technically notice anything amiss. Cooper, especially, you don't know what a normal web browser is supposed to, it just looks normal. It looks new. Every single day you turn your computer on, you find something new.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it was.
I wouldn't know if it was unusual or not.
Inertia, you
Don't care.
well, you notice that your download dial is spitting, but you have been illegally downloading music and shit.
Oh yeah.
So
Absolutely.
who knows what?
It's probably just one of the other things I downloaded. It's taking a while.
What are the other viruses I download?
It's fine.
When you two, after you two punch out of work, a new screen pops up. It looks like a very old, a DOS, black and green pixel pop up, and it just says, you should have listened.
Ooh, ominous.
I was like, oh, that's new.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
I always listen.
I don't listen to anyone ever, so this literally could be from anyone.
Loud.
Yeah.
Maka, are you gonna say anything to them? You didn't see any of this. You unplugged your computer completely.
Yep. Oh, what are you talking about? What do you mean? Who are you
Computer's
talking
talking to me.
Oh. I'm just gonna, and then I'm gonna unplug Cooper's computer.
I was like, it was talking to me. Wait.
Okay, Matt, give me like an intelligence roll. Or a wisdom.
23.
Okay, the likelihood of unplugging something after something's already popped up means that there's something already in the computer. Unplugging it is not going to change the fact that it's already in there.
True.
Anymore.
But now it can't spread.
Okay.
I would also like to, is anybody still left from the party? Like, is Emily still here somewhere? I
Emily's
still need to
here,
clock out.
You go up to Emily. What do you tell her?
I'll say, hey, I wasn't able to clock out on my computer. It looked like it was downloading a virus. I unplugged my computer before it finished. Don't know if that fully stopped it. And Cooper also had the same virus. I'm guessing Inertia did as well. So we should probably quarantine those computers and get them.
You're a virus.
Shut up.
Corporate grade is the virus.
So, yeah, don't know what's going on with that. Not really. This is, and obviously this is completely unrelated to what we were talking about earlier. So I'm totally cool to share this.
She just looks like so done in her face. She goes, "Go on my computer and log out on mine, please."
Okay.
Or
Thank you.
go log out on mine.
You can use
Inertia-
mine if you need, Matt.
Inertia, are you still on your computer?
Yes.
Is it talking to you?
It hasn't said anything. That screen came up and that's it.
Okay, but like, buddy, you gotta give me some more hints as to who you are, because I piss off a lot of people.
It's just so non-specific.
Believe it or not, even without a perception check, there's probably no one, you know, you
I
can't
say it into
just...
the pile of screws in my hand.
Natalie, or Emily is over your shoulder, and she's like,
I'm just destroying company property. Oh, your desk back together.
you know,
My desk immediately falls apart.
Emily leans closer to you and goes, you know, if one of those had a camera in it, there would be something sticking out of the end of the screw. You know, like something that has to be plugged in or wires or something. There's nothing coming out of these screws that probably
Have you ever heard of Bluetooth?
Have you ever seen the size of things that are Bluetooth?
I mean, an AirPod is like not that big.
Have you seen the case for an AirPod? An AirPod is not just the earbud, it is the case.
I'm
Are
pretty
you-
sure one of these screws is a microphone, and you will never convince me otherwise. I bet you put one there. And
Why
you're just
would
trying
I?
to convince
That
me
is
that
such an
I'm gonna go to HR. Actually, wait, no, I work in PR, not HR. Yeah. Public roasting, right?
Yeah.
Public roasting.
It's my position. Public roasting, right?
Next week, I'm gonna give you a heads up. Next week, there are some hello. There are some hi. What is he? Is he just in a bag?
He's in a bucket. He was getting weighed.
Oh.
He's 15.6 ounces now.
Oh.
Almost a pound.
This is my weighing bucket. Now he needs his medicine. Little baby.
Natalie or Inertia, Emily unplugs your just. It doesn't matter what you're doing on your computer. She unplugs it.
Yeah,
You're
okay. That's fair.
Because she wobbles it, the desk does fall apart, falls to the floor.
It checks out.
And
So
she looks at it and says, she tells you, she's like, okay, stand up, get out of your chair, please.
I mean, I wasn't sitting in it.
Okay, great.
Does it
She
have
picks
no
up
screws?
and throws it into the pile. And she's like, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow, about your standing in this company. Okay?
You can't fire me.
There's a company job.
Higher.
Oh my god, I've done my job.
You know what? Then I'm gonna talk to your father about it.
Would never.
We don't have a father.
She gets really fucking close to your face and she goes, Natalie, I fucking would.
Oh shit.
Monster.
No, she just doesn't listen to you any further if you say anything. She just leaves.
Emily. I go for a high five. She walks
Dare
back.
she?
Wait, from Emily.
Yeah.
So it'd technically be a low five for her.
Yeah, because I'm very low. I'm assuming she just doesn't even see it and walks by.
No, she sees it. Give me a strength save.
Oh no.
Emily
Wait.
secretly goes to the gym.
Hey.
She whacks your hands so hard. You take 2 points of damage and almost fall over. You have to like stagger, like take a few steps.
Oh.
But I'm just beaming because she interacted with me.
She high-fived you like there was no goddamn tomorrow.
Cooper is so transparent.
True. Real basic. Don't care.
And I come back after signing out of Emily's computer.
What I miss, guys?
Yeah, what's going on?
You're gonna see my desk in shambles.
You're holding the
You're
pile
on
of screws.
Oh yeah, you still have them.
I'm holding a pile of screws.
You should be glad she didn't take them and throw them. Do Emily is left. Mr. Saunders went up to probably clock out in his computer, and everyone else is left. It's just you three.
I have to wait for my dad to give me a ride home.
See you, Inertia.
Oh, do you guys leave Inertia?
If Mac leaves, I have to accept he's my ride.
Yeah. So you guys leave. You leave Inertia standing there alone, waiting for her father.
With a pile of screws.
Witness to murder. It's good.
Pile of screws in hands.
You talking to the screws still?
Yeah, you still talking to those screws.
Inertia.
Hello.
Sorry. I was talking to my screws.
I was like, it doesn't look like she's frozen.
Right? Oh, okay, she's blinking still. I want her to slowly go.
Talking to my screws? Oh my god.
Amazing.
Yes, I'm absolutely still talking to the screws.
Your dad comes down the stairs. He shouts by up the stairs. And then he goes, okay, let's get going, honey.
Oh my god. Yeah, fine. Just don't interact with me, okay? You drive. You're my chauffeur.
Oh, are we playing little VIP again? You still
Yeah,
playing
obviously, Dad. Don't talk to me. God, you're ruining this.
He pulls a little chauffeur cap out and puts it on.
I love
That's
it.
better.
All right, let's get in the car.
What a good father.
Did you guys stay long enough to see them leave?
Yeah, we probably wait around a little bit.
Yeah.
You see her dad open the back door like a chauffeur and put her inside.
Her dad or her driver?
I think that's her dad.
Oh, I just assume she's rich enough to have a driver.
I mean, they might be.
He gets in the front seat. Make a perception check quick. This is a real innate, like, this is not important at all, so don't worry. worry.
Who's
Good.
making it?
You and Cooper, not Inertia.
Oh, good, because
That's
I
okay.
rolled really bad.
5.
Yeah.
10.
Okay, you guys don't see anything. It takes them like a minute, and then they drive off.
Well, gonna park in the normal spot, I guess.
Ooh.
About a mile and a half from your house.
Yes, please. Actually, you don't even have to stop. Just slow the car down enough that I can jump out.
Okay.
You want the brake lights.
Right, your drop point. You see Cooper. You see your parents walking home with their picket signs.
Oh no.
You gonna do anything? You will. Your drop passes them.
How close are they to home?
They're still a good 2.5 miles.
Okay, so I duck.
Just left the picket.
Gotcha. I duck so they can't see me as we pass, and as soon as we're like out of their sight, I have him drop me so that I can beat them home.
Okay, make a stealth roll, and then Mac, make a perception roll. Or no, sorry, deception roll. To see if you can play it, not be staring at them when you pass.
16.
Okay, you guys make it.
Woo!
You get home before your parents, and when your parents get inside, they see you and go, "Oh man, Cooper, that was a good picket today. I hope we've made a difference in this world. You know what those companies are doing nowadays? They're trying to change people, and that ain't right."
Yeah.
Just the implant.
I'd
in
like
his
the
head.
lantern so we can see for dinner.
What'd you say?
Should I light the lantern so we can see to eat dinner?
We still got. It's only 5:30. We still got an hour and a half left of sun.
Oh, okay. It's just so dark in our house with one window.
You can light the lanterns.
Okay.
One window.
We got enough oil for the end of the month. You know what I heard during our picket today? I heard that the government wants to implant everyone so they can use those implants to change their thoughts and make them all liberals.
Oh man, that would just be the worst, wouldn't it?
Your mom pipes in and she goes, "Well, I heard they're trying to farm our bodies. They would put our brains into a different world and then farm our bodies for pieces to sell on the black market."
And that would never happen. Can't be on the conspiracy or talk to Conspiracy Frank anymore. It's not good for your brain.
Conspiracy Frank.
I was gonna say get off those internet forums, but she wouldn't be on anything, so
Conspiracy Frank,
the one kooky guy.
he just always shows up places in a trench coat.
Yeah,
It's-
and just talking
Inside
conspiracy.
his trench coat, instead of it being pocket watches, it's just different conspiracies people have written and handed to him.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's a take one.
They're just
Yeah.
all like grabby headlines.
exactly.
It's like take one and pass it around.
Exactly. Share this with all your friends, and they do.
You want a good conspiracy?
Make a conspiracy, leave a conspiracy.
Yeah. Well, at least
It's like a library you have to trade.
At least Conspiracy Frank hangs out with us during our picket sessions. You never come in. You only ever just pass by us. You never hang out during the picket. Our pickets.
You know, I had work at the greenhouse today. That's where I
Oh, that's right. Well, you know we've only adopted hoses in the last 20 years. It's very hard for us to remember when you work there. We're glad you're, but those hoses and sprinklers, sometimes I don't know too much about those. Especially
I don't
sprinklers.
trust them. We mostly use watering cans, so the hoses aren't going to take over.
Just keep the hoses at bay.
Water them by hand.
I will say those hoses, I look those things up and down. They don't have anything in them, so I guess those are okay, but those, as long as you're not using a sprinkler, honey, I hope you gave them that doctor's note I wrote for you.
I did. Don't worry. I just haul water manually, like. No comment.
That's why you're that's why you're so buff, honey.
Yep.
You're one of the strongest halflings out there.
Incredibly strong.
You don't need technology and you don't need assisted devices because we find our own way.
Exactly, and I walk twice as far as everyone else.
Exactly.
I counted my short legs.
Yep, but halflings got that speed, don't they?
Yeah, we do. Yeah,
You
this
guys,
is our normal dinner conversation.
it's a reach. Pretty much have the same conversation every night.
I love it.
Do you have a secret like phone or anything?
No.
Just the chip in his head.
Just the chip in my brain.
Oh yeah.
I can't find that.
Maybe one day you'll be able to use that without a computer.
Yeah. Can I go make dioramas now?
Honey, you know what I think about those dioramas. Can't be predicting the future with those dioramas like that. They're gonna think you're a seer.
I know you think it's a waste of time.
No, I don't think it's a waste of time. I just think it's dangerous.
Pretty close to witchcraft, yeah.
That's what
Dioramas equal witchcraft?
Now that I look over, here's a split on the table.
It's the new conspiracy for Peak Edition.
He's like, if you keep them in the barn, you can go make some more dioramas tonight.
Okay, just one more. Need to get my feelings out.
Okay.
I would die for Cooper.
There was murder, so.
Oh yeah, you can't. You witness a murder that half of the people don't. There's like a good 40% that don't believe it even happened.
Yeah.
And then another 40% that don't. You can't even tell.
Exactly.
And the 20% that do believe it are like ignoring the fact that it happened. Max didn't seem too worried about it. He was very nonplussed about the murder.
It happens.
It really rattled Cooper. He's sensitive.
Alrighty, so you guys all have went home. Cooper's talked more with her parents, and tomorrow it will be a new day at the company, and hopefully new work on a security system for your Neuralinks to not be hacked into ever again.
New viruses.
And some new viruses.
And Inertia has no chair.
Or desk. Or computer.
Inertia really
do.
I did a performance check and she failed it, and she Emily was very upset about.
I want the janitor, like the night janitor, to come in and be like, what the fuck?
Oh, the night janitor. Natalie or Emily,
the screws.
For sure told the night janitor not to rebuild it.
I'm absolutely.
She's gonna rebuild her whole desk or she's fired.
Inertia's gonna come in the next day with some handcrafted nails to use instead of the screws.
Are safer.
And a hammer that's
Bring in
gonna
her
be
own
so
plywood.
obnoxiously loud throughout the workday as she's rebuilding her desk.
I build my own desk. Or stumps and a piece of plywood. My own nails.
Your computer desk is so shoddy. The likelihood of it lasting the year is very low. Every single day you're gonna have to make a constitution check for your desk.
What's its stats?
It has a -2 in constitution.
Of course it does.
Hey, it's like Blizzard Claw.